She don't want to think, bro. I'm gonna be real. Like, I know y'all read that caption, man. And hold on, man. Before y'all attack me, before y'all start going crazy, man, let me explain, man. That girl do not want to think, bro. And y'all might hear that and take that as like, oh yeah, that's a bad thing. Like, what do you mean she doesn't want to think? Like, you coming at women like, oh yeah, we don't like to use our brain. We don't want to think. That's not necessarily what I mean when I say that, right? When I say women don't want to think, I mean the reason that girl feels like you're not as man as you should be is because when women are with a man, you are the provider, you're the protector, right? You're the decision maker. Hold on. Key in on that. The last one, the third point. You are the decision maker, brother. I know there's a lot of girls that like to be independent and everything, but at their core, I don't know, their core main feeling on the inside, they would rather you take charge. Tell me I'm wrong, right? So I found this out because I just stopped and I thought about it for a while, right? And I'm like, bro, women, from everything I've noticed, from everything I heard, you get the best results from them when you take charge, right? When you lead them, when you just make the decision and you don't have to ask them, right? You plan the date. Hold on. How many of y'all ever planned or wanted to go on a date with a girl, right? But you didn't know where to take her and you asked her like, hey, you got any places in mind? And she thought about that and instantly got turned off. I know we've all been there at some point as guys because we have to learn how to be intentional as men, right? All of us have been through that at some point. Let me tell y'all something. Women want you to take charge. They want you to be the man. They want you to be the protector, be the provider. They want to function without having to use their brains, right? So if you call a girl and you like, yeah, just go ahead and get dressed at 8 o'clock. Yeah, man, we about to go to this restaurant. Then after we leave this restaurant, we're going to go here. Or better yet, don't even tell them. I just gave y'all the biggest gem in the world. Hold on. Don't even tell them, brother. I guarantee you she's going to have a blast. She's going to have the time of her life. Why? Because it's the element of surprise on top of the fact that you didn't need to ask her for any help, any support. You just planned it. You took charge. You know what I'm saying? That, at our core as men, is what we have to do. When I say we need to be the protector, or we need to be the provider, they don't want to have to think about every little situation, every little scenario, right? And that's okay. I think a lot of us, we get it confused when women say they want to be independent. Oh, they don't want you to take charge, right? You have to take charge as a man, right? Or you're going to lose, or she's not going to respect you as much as she could respect you, if that makes sense. I hope I'm like explaining this the right way, right? But yeah, man, when I say they don't want to think, they want to be led, for a lack of better words. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to find the words, right? Because, you know, cancel culture in 2026 is crazy. They want to be led, right? They want you to take charge. They want to be led. And so take charge, man. Be that man, man. Plan the dates. Plan where you're going. You know what I'm saying? Tell her, hey, like, I think you look good if you put this on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't be controlling. You know what I'm saying? There's an element of control to it, but you don't have to be controlling. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys, they get this mistaken and they take it as, oh, you want me to be controlling. No, I don't want you to be controlling, but I do want you to take charge, brother. And she might not say it, but I guarantee you, if you just watch her actions, brother, she will respect you a hell of a lot more for being the type of man that'll take charge, because you would be surprised how many men in this generation will not take charge. You have to set yourself apart, fellas. You have to set yourself apart. And one thing that does, when you do lead, when you take charge, when you set the direction for a woman, it shows that you're a masculine man, that you're capable of making decisions, right? For yourself and for her. Now, I will say one thing that's extremely important is she has to also trust in your direction, right? You can't just be the type nigga that says anything, right? And you either don't follow through on your word, or she knows that your word doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make much sense. Like, if she knows in the back of her head, like, hey, my rationale is better than this nigga rationale, then of course she's not going to listen to you. She's not going to respect you enough to listen to you and let you take charge, let you be in the lead. Of course not. But in an ideal sense, you need to be in that position to take the driver's seat, right? You hear a lot of times women say, hey, I want to be courted. I want the man to take charge. Brother, it's the little things. I mean, the little things. And you can get so much better with women. I mean, brother, you should not be letting her be the one that's driving. Unless, you know what I'm saying, she wants to. She full-blown says she wants to drive, or like she offers that, right? But like, not just on some casual, like everywhere y'all go, she's the driver type shit, and you're always in the passenger seat. That's just not how it works, right? She shouldn't be the one coming up with dates. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all just gotta understand, man. Like, it's certain traits that a man is supposed to have. It's certain traits that, you know what I'm saying, a woman is supposed to have. And I feel like society as a whole, we'd be in a much better place if we all got back to our traditional roles. You know what I'm saying? Like, not full-blown traditional because it's 2026, but, you know what I'm saying, the main facets of being a man, the main facets of being a woman, which is a man should be masculine. You should be the protector. You should be the leader, right? The woman, I'm not saying she has to be full-blown submissive, but I mean, she should let you lead. She should allow you to lead. She should be soft. She should be genuine. She should be kind. You know what I'm saying? Like, those types of things go a long way in this generation because it's a rarity. There's so many people that don't have that, right? There's so many men that don't have those three traits. Protect, provide. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have those type of traits. There's so many women that don't have their womanly traits, you know what I'm saying? And in 2026, I want us to all get back to exactly how things were intended for it to be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I mean when I say she doesn't want to think, man. Like, you should be the planner. Just, you know what I'm saying? Call her one night, say like, yeah, like, let's go out. Like, I'm gonna pick you up at 8 o'clock. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go do this. Put on something. Like, you don't have to pick her outfit. That's a little controlling, brother. But, you know what I'm saying? There's different ways to go about it. Like, tell her, like, yeah, you put on something formal, put on something nice. You know what I'm saying? Or you could say, put on something chill, put on some loungewear. Like, you know what I'm saying? Lead her in the direction and then let her, you know what I'm saying, put the rest together. And that is what I mean when I say women don't want to think. I'll close this out by saying I've heard so many women say their ideal date is a man literally just calling them saying, hey, be ready at this time, put on this type of outfit, I'm gonna pick you up. And he doesn't even tell her where they're going. He just picks her up and they show up, right? They show up, and it's like the most magical thing ever to her. I've seen plenty of women say that. And if that doesn't tell you enough, then I don't know what to tell you, brother. You need to lead. You need to be the man. You need to set the direction for you guys. And as long as she trusts you, man, she'll follow your direction.